It freaked me out to think that there was an orb that you could actually see a face in.
My ghost story began when I was working at the St Augustine Lighthouse in St Augustine, Florida, as a museum guide. St Augustine Lighthouse is 150 feet tall. It was built between 1871 and 1874.
It's 209 steps up to the top.
When I started working at St Augustine Lighthouse, people kept on telling me this place is haunted. From the director down to the janitor, they had ghost stories. Doors in the museum would mysteriously lock. The light went on and off when I was counting money. I would hear somebody walking, but there's nobody there. There was no open windows. There was nothing that was broken that could have created that sound. It was as creepy as it could be. After working there for a year, people told me that sometimes you can smell that strong, pretty nice smelling tobacco smell. If you don't see it, you just smell it. And there's nobody there smoking anything. I wrote it off like it was probably somebody who had a stogie out in a parking lot and the smell was still there. The theory is that it might be Captain Rasmussen, who was an avid smoker. He was a lighthouse keeper from 1901 until 1924. He fell to his death at whitewashing the tower. During the years, we had gathered a lot of evidence of the paranormal from our tours. This gentleman that visited our tour had donated his picture to us. When I received this picture, I almost fell off the chair. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I saw a real face. When you zoom in on it, you see his mouth, you see his eyes, and his forehead is like cut off right here because he's wearing a hat. A lot of people make out it's like a captain's hat. The beard is a typical beard from the 1800s that sailors had. And you see something sticking out of his mouth. It's a pipe. Not only was it this picture, there's two more pictures when you also see the same face taken the same night. And you actually can see how the face has moved.
The very first time I saw the pictures, it freaked me out a little bit to think that there was an orb that you could actually see a face in. It definitely looks like a human male. You can see the nose and the mouth, and then from the mouth it looks like a pipe. And so we're assuming it's Captain Rasmussen.
This night he was captured listening in to our tour guide telling the story about the tobacco smoking ghost. The only person in the gift shop is Leah, and before I say something she goes, "Jonas, I smell the cigar smoke." I did not tell her before she told me. She verified the same experience. From then on, I had my evidence to really believe for the hauntings at the St. Augustine Lighthouse.
I think it's rather humorous that that was Captain Rasmussen's way of letting him know that he wanted to be included in the stories. I absolutely believe that those pictures are proof that there are ghosts at the St. Augustine Lighthouse. It just reinforces the fact that there is so much more than what we know.